Shanti Shanti.
Yada pancha avatishtante. Yada panchavatishthante jnanani manasasaha buddhishchana vicheshtati tamahu paramam gatim. Tam ahuhu paramam gatim. That is the supreme state. They are talking about the supreme state. Actually, it is the state they are talking about of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. He says, when all the 5 instruments of knowledge, the Jnanendriyas, 5 Jnanendriyas, are avatishtante. That means they are not sleeping. In dream and sleep they are sleeping, they are not awake. Here they are not sleeping, but they are still. They are not active. They are not functioning. Just like when we are sitting, our legs are not functioning, legs are still. Like that, all the 5 indriyas, the eyes, the ears, the sense of smell, touch, everything, they are not sleeping. It's not a condition of sleep. In sleep you will not be able to stay straight. Your body will fall. In this case the body will not fall. It will remain fixed, straight. So they are all still. They are all non-functional, but they are not sleeping. Manasasaha, mind also. What is the functioning of the mind? Mind goes on thinking. Various thoughts, past, present, future, memory, everything comes in and goes. Mind is always thinking that I have to meditate, I have to do that. That is also mind's thinking. There is no vritti in the mind at all. It is not thinking. Not only that, buddhishchana vicheshtati. The buddhi, there is always an effort of the buddhi. See, even to understand the shlokas, etc., buddhi has to put its effort. So while meditating also, buddhi will try to find out what is that I am, what is that Atma, or what is that consciousness, what is that state. The buddhi will still go on analyzing that, is it samadhi, is it not. So buddhi is constantly effortful. We need an effortlessness for this. Because whatever we understand from the Shastras by the analysis, reasoning and all, it is the effortful buddhi which is making us understand. We are analyzing, that means the buddhi is effortful. It is the effortfulness of the buddhi through which we are getting the second-hand knowledge. But the first-hand knowledge is not had by this kind of an the effort of the buddhi. It simply shines in our prajna. We call it bodhi, prajna, pratibodha. All these terms are used. It is the simple shining of the truth in our consciousness itself. In the foundation of our buddhi, where from our analysis is coming up. They are all functional state of the buddhi. Whenever we are analyzing with reason, they are functional state of the buddhi. But the truth dawns in the buddhi, the bodhi itself. It simply shines there. Then only it becomes the first-hand knowledge, the first-hand realization. So buddhishchana vicheshtati. That vicheshtati. The buddhi is also not effortful. Tamahu paramam gatim. So when it is like that, then the consciousness is not having any vritti. Even when we are having some concept of God or concept of Brahman or concept of Atma, the consciousness is taking up that form, and our attention is going to that form. That is why we are missing the consciousness. Am I clear? See, whatever is revealed, if it is an object, then our consciousness is getting engaged into that object. It is becoming limited, it is becoming small, it is becoming objectivized. And we are missing the revealer consciousness. But even in the inside also, even when we are studying the Shastras or so, we are trying to understand the Atma, then also these concepts are there in our mind. And these concepts are illumined by our consciousness. The consciousness is illumining, revealing these concepts. So it is getting engaged into that concept in that form. So consciousness as such, we are not coming to know. When there is no form, no vritti, then only the consciousness reveals itself. You cannot say that who is revealing the consciousness. Suppose something else reveals the consciousness, then that is the consciousness. What is revealed is not consciousness. The moment anything is revealed, that revealed part is becoming an object. This revelation is not like that. It is not like that one thing is revealing the other thing. This self-revelation is called aparoksha. It is called aparoksha anubhuti. That is, it is not pratyaksha. In pratyaksha, something is before your eyes, before your senses, and you are seeing. There is a division, there is a difference, there is a gap. In paroksha, it is inference. That is, whatever we are seeing, whatever we are knowing, from that we are inferring that this is the truth. There is the buddhi effort is there, the buddhi analysis is there. But when it is not pratyaksha, neither pratyaksha nor paroksha, it is called aparoksha. I can give an example. Suppose that you are. Is it you are seeing yourself or knowing through the senses that you are? Even if you don't feel anything of your body, everything you are not feeling, but in your inside, don't you know that you are? That amness is still there. I am. That feeling is there. Even if with an inference, suppose I say that you are not, is it going to be true? Are you going to accept? You will never accept. You say that, no, I know that I am. Now this amness, is it known by any effortful exercise of the buddhi? It's not. It's simply you know that you are. Similarly, that you have a mind. You know that you have a mind, you have the thoughts. Nobody has to prove that you have a mind or you don't have a mind. Even if it is disproved, you are not going to believe it. They are direct experience of the consciousness. Like that, this is a direct experience of the consciousness, by the consciousness, in the consciousness. It is called aparoksha, when there is no duality. In that case, that the subject-object division is also not there. As long as there is a concept, that concept is an object and the revealer consciousness is the subject revealing the object. When there is no object, in the absence of all objects, you cannot say there is a subject also. The subject loses its meaning. The subject and object get fused together into the transcendental consciousness. That is why we call it transcendental. This is what they are saying, tamahu paramam gatim. That is the supreme state. Saying that, he is saying tam yogam iti manyante. That is called yoga. Yoga is not doing exercises, that is not the real yoga. But as I said, sarve veda yat padamamananti, the yoga exercises, they also are meant for this final goal. This final goal, their aim is towards this final goal. That we should understand. Whatever we do, yoga, pranayama, all kinds of practices, the final aim is this yoga, where this subject-object difference is not there. Yoga means fusing. Normal yoga, we think that in Artha yoga or so, we get some money. The money is different from you. It is not a real yoga. We are always separating our identity from our real identity and thinking that I am the small I, limited by the body-mind personality. So we are always in vyoga from our real identity. When the whole world is wiped off, my word, whole world means it includes your body-mind personality also, your individuality also. When that is wiped off, then only this yoga takes place, where you don't have the second. Brihadaranyaka discusses in great detail, I will not go into that. That when there is no second, then what shall I fear, what shall I run after, what shall I run away from? That is the state. So he says, tam yogam iti manyante, sthiram indriya dharanam. It is not the indriyas will sleep, but holding them fixed still. And as Bhagavad Gita says, yatha dipo nivatastho nengate sopama smrita. As a lamp is burning where there is no breeze, nothing. It's absolutely, the flame is absolutely steady. It's not moving at all. But is there not radiation coming out of the flame? Still the radiation is filling everywhere. The radiation is filling everywhere there is light. But there is no movement at all. Bhagavad Gita gives that example in this case. Tam yogamiti manyante sthiram indriya dharanam apramattastada bhavati yogo hi prabhavapyayu. Yogi, that is called the apramatta state. I came to Kathopanishad only to explain this apramattena vedhavyam. That is the state of attention we call apramattastada bhavati. That is, in all other states, you are missing your real identity, you are missing the revealer, you are missing the consciousness, you are not attentive about that. In this case only you are coming to know the reality, that whatever the existence which is appearing in your consciousness, it is all written on that consciousness. You are knowing that real element consciousness, that is the real attention. So this is the state of attention. So apramattena vedhavyam means you cannot lose attention. Finally, your attention has to be on this truth. In that, what will happen? You will discover your real identity and what is the meaning of attention also. As I started saying from the Kathopanishad shloka, that etad alambanam shreshtham, etad alambanam param, etad alambanam jnatva. This is how we come to know the alambana. This is how we come to know what the meaning of attention is. Before that, we practice attention in various ways in all our work to make the mind desireless, so that we are attentive to anything we are doing. But this is the real attention when we start finding that everything is written on consciousness and we don't miss the consciousness anymore from anywhere at all. So we'll get back to the Mundakopanishad. Let us go to the next verse. I am afraid that whenever we go digress and do like this, the listener may lose the link, because whatever I have spoken in 2 hours, they will see perhaps over a week or so, over 2 weeks or so. And by that time, they will miss the link from where we have started. So I have to again and again repeat. Repeating, you should not feel that I am repeating and why so much of repetition is there. Repetition is extremely important, because it is not the words that matter. It is through the words what we are communicating, what we are trying to communicate. Even if we discuss only one shloka, it doesn't matter if it is understood. So let us go to the 5th verse of 2nd Mundaka, 2nd chapter. Yasmin Dyauh Prithivī Chantariksham,
Yasmin Dyauh Prithivī Chantariksham,
Otam Manah Sah Pranaishcha Sarvaihi,
Otam Manah Sah Pranaishcha Sarvaihi,
Yasmin Dyauh Prithivī Chantariksham,
Yasmin Dyauh Prithivī Chantariksham,
Otam Manah Sah Pranaishcha Sarvaihi,
Otam Manah Sah Pranaishcha Sarvaihi,
Tamevaikam Janatha Atmanam,
Tamevaikam Janatha Atmanam,
Anya Vacho Vimunchatha, Amritasyaisha setuhu,
Amritasyaisha setuhu,
Yasmin Dyauh Prithivī Chantariksham,
Yasmin Dyauh Prithivī Chantariksham,
Otam Manah Sah Pranaishcha Sarvaihi,
Otam Manah Sah Pranaishcha Sarvaihi,
Tamevaikam Janatha Atmanam,
Tamevaikam Janatha Atmanam,
Anya Vacho Vimunchatha,
Anya Vacho Vimunchatha,
Amritasyaisha setuhu.
Amritasyaisha setuhu.
He says that Amritasya eshaha setuhu. Setuhu means the bridge, or sometimes it is a path through the forest also is setuhu. Setuhu means the bridge. This is the bridge to Amritatva, to immortality. So we must know what is the bridge to the immortality. The previous 2 verses he has shown how the sadhana has to be done in an intense, one-pointed manner to hit the target. Now about the target, again he is cautioning us that this is not an objective target as it is hit with the arrow. Whenever they give an illustration, while reading we may miss the real essence in it. Because the illustrations will all be objective. I am cautioning you again and again, saying that it is transcendental and this is how we move to the transcendental level. But the Shastras, when they are writing, how will they caution? The moment they give, they say like that, after the illustration, they will try to bring in our mind that what is this target we are talking about. He says, Yasmin Dyauh Prithivi Cha Antariksham Otam Manah Saha Pranaishcha Sarvaihi. First line, let us see. Yasmin Dyauh Prithivi Cha Antariksham. In which the Dyauh means Dyuloka, that means the entire, the luminaries in the sky, everything, the whole entire luminaries, the stars, galaxies and whatever we are seeing. Prithvi, our earth, where we are standing. Cha Antariksham. Antariksham means, actually Dyauh means heaven. That heaven, by heaven we mean the heavenly bodies. That means the entire universe, the luminaries of the universe. And Prithvi means this earth. And Antariksham means between these two, between the heaven and the Prithvi, whatever horizons are there, the horizons, that is the Antariksham. That means the entire objectitude is taken into consideration. When we look outside this Prithvi, going to as far as possible to the heavenly bodies, everything he says is in this. Is earlier also, if you remember, in the first verse of this section and second chapter of the second Mundaka, Avisannihitam guhacharam nama mahatpadamatraitat samarpitam. See, he said mahatpadamatraitat samarpitam. Avihi sannihitam guhacharam nama. That is avihi. Avihi means it is in the form of luminance. It is not the objective luminance. It is the revealer. That is the ultimate luminance. Even if the sun is there and it is reflected in the eyes and goes to the brain also, we will not know the sun unless it is revealed by our consciousness. So it is the ultimate revealer, avihi. Sannihitam guhacharam nama. It is absolutely closest to us, because that is what we are referring to I. Even calling it close is wrong. It is what we are, that I. But don't think that it is the small I inside the body, away from all other objects. Mahatpadamatraitat samarpitam. Everything is surrendered to that I. There, surrendered means they are all in that I, everything. So it is a caution that that I is not the small I. It is the external world as well as the internal world. Everything is appearing in that I. Here also he is saying, Yasmin Dyauh Prithivi Cha Antariksham. That is the entire external universe. Otam Manah Saha Pranaishcha Sarvaihi. And our internal universe. What is that? We have mind, we have pranas, all different kinds of pranas, and whatever we have internally. If in everything this consciousness is there, this Atma is there, this Brahman is there, is what they are pointing out. That the entire external universe, what we are perceiving, is actually the reflection in our consciousness of this universe is what we are knowing, we are perceiving. Whether the external is there or not is out of question here. What we are coming in touch with is whatever is appearing in our consciousness, in our mind. So that is the external world we have. It is revealed in our consciousness. It is written by this consciousness, like writing in air. You write tiger, but it is written with air. If you write with chalk a tiger, the tiger is a chalk tiger. Like that here, the whole galaxies, the whole universe is a consciousness universe. Not only the external, internal also. Our mind, our pranas, our emotions, our thoughts, our vritti, even our Brahma vritti, whatever we may say, all, everything inside, they are also written in that consciousness. So they are, when they spoke about the hitting the target, you become the Brahman. They are now saying that don't consider it in the objective manner, here is the target, you are hitting it like that. You have to go to the subjective level and then get fused in the subject. When you get fused in the subject, there is no object-subject. The whole reality is only that. Everything is in that. Tameva ekam janatha atmanam. Ekam atmanam janatha. Tam eva. Eva means that alone. You don't have to know anything else. You don't have to go for the multiple atma which is living body, going this, that, janma, mrityu, etc. Those atmas you don't have to consider. Tam eva ekam atmanam janatha. That one atma, or even calling it one is wrong, I said. It is the transcendental atma which is beyond one, which is transcending the concept of one, two, etc. Tam eva ekam atmanam janatha. Oh, he is saying, the Rishi is telling the disciples, oh disciples, oh seekers of truth, know only that Atma. You don't have to worry about the Atma which is passing from this body to that body, or which is undergoing this transformation, that transformation, karma, this, that and all, nothing. You have to know only that one Atma. Anya vacho vimunchatha. Leave all other words. The words about so many experiences, so many, this book is saying this, that book is saying this power will come, all kinds of vibhuti, flying in the sky or becoming small, becoming big, seeing far off, all those words, leave them. Anya vacho vimunchatha. Anya means what? Anything other than this one Atma which is transcendental. Leaving apart from that, all others should be rejected. Anya vacho vimunchatha. Leave all alone. Amritasya esha setuhu. Amritasya esha setuhu. This is the bridge towards immortality. If you can leave all other things and make your mind one-pointed, focused, then that will take you to that immortality. Yasmin dyauh prithvi chantariksham.
Yasmin dyauh prithvi chantariksham.
Otam manassaha pranaishcha sarvaihi.
Otam manassaha pranaishcha sarvaihi.
Tamevaikam janatha atmanam.
Tamevaikam janatha atmanam.
Anya vacho vimunchatha. Amritasya setuhu.
Amritasya setuhu.
Next. Hara ivarathanabhau samhata yatra nadyaha.
Ara ivarathanabhau samhata yatra nadyaha.
Hara ivarathanabhau samhata yatra nadyaha. Saesho antascharate bahudha jayamanaha.
Saesho antascharate bahudha jayamanaha.
Saesho antascharate bahudha jayamanaha.
Saesho antascharate bahudha jayamanaha.
Om ityevam dhyayatha atmanam. Swasti vah paraya tamasah parastat.
Swasti vah paraya tamasah parastat.
Om ityevam dhyayatha atmanam.
Om ityevam dhyayatha atmanam.
Swasti vah paraya tamasah parastat.
Swasti vah paraya tamasah parastat.
See, we call Shruti Mata. How lovingly the Shastras are explaining to us, and with so much of consideration. The last line it says, Swasti vah paraya tamasah parastat. Vaha tamasah parastat paraya swasti astu. That means, let there not be any vigna, any hindrance. Let there be mangala. Let there be grace for you to cross over the darkness and reach the other shore of darkness, reach the light. Swastivah paraya tamasah parastat. To go, I told you that verse of the rishis, Shrinvantu sarve amritasya putraha aye dhamani divyani tasthu vedahametam purusham mahantam adityavarnam tamasah parastat. That tamasah parastat. It is not the adityavarnam is not brilliant like the sun. It's the real brilliance, the revealer. The sun also has to be revealed by that consciousness.